My paper is my research is about a collaboration Picasso did with a descendant of Victor Hugo that resulted in some silver plates and dishes being made. But many people, because I often, most of the time, work on paintings, people often ask me why I came to research this. And many decades ago, I had, and still have, a very good friend who's a metal restorer, and I got interested in what metal could do. And he suggested that I learn how to make jewellery. So I did this for years and years and years, and it was my hobby. And I joked that I was more qualified in my hobby than I was in my profession. But then one day, I was asked to come to Sotheby's to talk to them about a painting, my real job. And there, on somebody's desk, was this great big, almost brutal piece of silverware that was so against the careful craftsmanship, which was the tradition I'd been taught. And I started to research it. And for about 2 years, I thought that Picasso wasn't really involved, that was just a commercial edition. And as you research, you write letters, and people would write back saying, why don't you ask the Hugos? And I say, wonderful idea, have you got an address? Finally, I got an address from the French Assay office, and I wrote, and I was spending a day sewing buttons onto costumes for a friend it was a theatrical costumier. And Pierre Hugo rang me up, and he invited me to stay, and I came. And then on the second, I was there only 2 days. And on the second day he said, well, of course we have this. And this was a pile of very crumpled and torn letters. And I remember thinking, this was the original correspondence, which the Hugo family had not read since it had received. And that was how the whole story unfolded, that Picasso was very seriously involved to start off with.